today I'm going to draw something on here. We have a very kind of, this is just charcoal. I've just smudged some charcoal and made some ink on top just to kind of give me a moody sky, and below it I'm going to draw a little bit in the theme of what's happening at the moment. Again, this part is not planned. I'm going to draw some soldiers, a whole kind of array of different faces, and I'm going to try that. So if you would like to see more, let me know. So I'm just going to start to draw as we've been doing before, and I'm going to try and draw a crowd of faces here. And I'm not quite sure again quite what I'm going to be doing, but I've got this thought of a central man and all the other people going out to the side of him, and I'm just going to try and have some kind of, I like this idea of having some kind of sorrow in his face, something it's desolate. It's and I'm just going to try and draw something that's just how I feel at the moment, and it's just like, you know, there's this war going on, and I'm trying to just kind of get some feeling across from it. I love this idea of him having very empty eyes, you know. It's like, again, I will do it as a soldier. I will not put it in any country's uniform. It will just be a general hard hat, or I don't want to be on any side of anybody's war in any country, anywhere, for any reason. I'm quite saddened by the whole experience of this war that's happening at the moment, and I'm just going to try and capture a mood and a feeling that's in my mind. I'm just going to try and put something together. As I said, these drawings are just made up on the spot. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. The tag I'm using at the moment is basic to brilliant, and basically that's trying to get this feeling across that sometimes when you draw something, you have no idea. You have no idea what it's going to turn out like until it's done, until it's there in front of you. And that's how I love it. Let's put some kind of leaf on his helmet, like some kind of, some kind of camouflage of some sort on his hat, on his helmet. Is there anybody who's affected with this war at the moment? Anybody who's knows anybody that's out there in Ukraine? It's a very sad state of affairs at the moment, and I'm just trying to do this. Again, I'm not on anybody's side. I don't really want to give any side to it. I think war is just wrong, in my opinion. You know, in this age, it's kind of like we can kind of contact people across the world, and I thought we would be getting more and more friendly with each other. I think like yesterday on my TikTok, on my live drawing, there was people from Australia and, you know, Brazil. I mean, that's just incredible that we can do that. And to have this thought of people out there wanting to hurt other people, it's just shocking. So I'm just gonna follow my heart with this. I don't know where I'm going with it. I don't quite really know. I just thought I would do some kind of soldier in the war, in the you know, and I just thought that would be a very kind of a fits this moment. And I hope it all ends very soon. But on a lighter note, I'm drawing today with Indian ink, and I am using just a dip pen. For those people that would like to see it, it's just a dip pen. It is a very simple nib. There is nothing amazing or special or technical about it. The nibs that I'm using at the moment, a little bit covered in ink, but that's what I'm using at the moment. These Geo Hues that I bought online. I bought them a few years ago. Just what I usually do is I buy a lot of, like, you know, kind of bulk lots. So it's kind of like you can buy like 50 nibs. Just giving him a stubble here. You can buy like 50 nibs for like £10 or something like that, and that's what I was trying to. And I found these ones and I liked them. I just liked the way. The strange thing about these nibs and why I like these nibs is they restrict me. And by that I mean that they're not these bendy, flexible, I can do every single thing that I want. And that kind of gives me this restriction. And it makes me think. It makes me think, how will I do this? How can I? And then after a while, you stop to think, how can I? And you get to the stage where you're saying, I am going to do that line. I am going to draw this. And that becomes so like adrenaline fueled. You're like, you will draw this whatever happens. You will do this whatever happens. And that was really quite powerful in my style. It kind of pushed me forward and saying, nothing is going to stop you. Nothing is going to stop you. And I loved that. I loved the fact that it just gave me so much freedom. And that's, again, with the Indian ink, once you make a mistake, once you make a mistake, you've made a mistake. You know, it's there, it's in ink, and it's not moving. And how are you going to deal with it? And I love that. So this whole thing about having a very restrictive nib and having a very kind of a very unforgiving ink, it kind of built my style a lot. Let's bring that out a little bit more so it's kind of clear. Otherwise, if it's too close to his chin, then we won't see it. For those people that have just joined the live, thank you very much for coming. I would love to know what country you're from. I would love to know if you're following me on Instagram or TikTok or even on the YouTube one. The YouTube's quite new, so I would love to know. I'm very curious also with what country everybody is from. I have no experience of soldiers. I have no experience of knowing what is on their backpack or anything like that, so I'm just kind of guessing very much. So if I do draw the uniform wrong, please forgive me, okay? I'm just trying to build up an atmosphere. Again, I'm trying to build this feeling here of and I'm using charcoal. This is just a block of charcoal, as you can see there. It is compressed charcoal. I kind of feel it has a lot more kind of control than with some of the softer kind of sticks that you get of charcoal, and as soon as you kind of put it onto paper, well, it breaks all over the place, and I can't be bothered with that. So I've got this compressed charcoal, which is what I've done with this top part here. This is all with compressed charcoal. It's just basically me rubbing it in, trying to get some moody clouds down from that, and that's all that was. So it's nothing amazingly technical or difficult to think about, and this is just me trying to pad in around this poor soldier. Again, it's just exploring your artwork. You know, every single piece that you draw is an expression, and it's you. And don't get too tied up with these people that are telling you what is right and what is wrong and what you should draw and what you shouldn't draw. Kind of blow a big raspberry to them, you know. Draw what is inside you. Draw what you feel. That is what you should draw. If you wake up in the morning and you're thinking, you know, I'd love to draw sunflowers, then go and draw sunflowers. Go and paint sunflowers, and do it for you. Do it because you want to do it, and stop listening to other people. I think other people are one of the causes for people giving up or not doing something that they wanted to do. You know, so many people come to me and say, oh, well, you know, I was talking with Jim yesterday and Jim didn't like this and Jim didn't think I should do it. What? Who the hell is Jim? Oh, I don't know, some guy online. It's like, what are you listening to him for? Do it for you. I'm doing this for me. I'm not selling it. I'm not pushing it for a book. I'm doing it for me. I'm doing it because at the moment, the subject of the war and the subject of all those people, it's hurting my mind. You know, it's very kind of sad. It's sad that in this day and age that we're all getting so hateful. And so this is what this is all about. It's a drawing for me, by me. And I'm just using my fingers, as you can see. It's just rubbing it in with my fingers, just feeling where the charcoal should go. And that way it's just kind of concentrating on that, just enjoying that. And again, a lot of things I try to bring forward in a lot of my drawing is that a lot of people are so worried about how bad that final piece is going to be that they stop, that they give up. How can you know how bad it's going to be until you've actually finished it? Unless you're listening to people that are saying, oh, you're no good, you're rubbish. You're not. You're absolutely bloody amazing. Okay, I'm going to bring in a couple of slightly bigger shapes here. And I'm not quite sure even how I'm going to treat that. I've just got this feeling at the moment that he's surrounded by people. And I'm not sure if they're soldiers, if they're dead people. I have no idea, quite honestly, what I'm going to do there at the moment. But my heart is telling me to do it. My fingers are saying, I want to rub more of this charcoal in and make my fingers all dirty. That's the child inside me. That childish side of every artist that just love to make a mess, and that's just fantastic. Got to be a little bit careful there because I'm starting to come into my drawing, and that's all wet, and that'll be wet for a long time. Maybe towards the end, once it's dried, I would just touch it up with a little bit of charcoal to kind of, I'm too worried about touching that at the moment and it all turned to mush. So I hope this gives you a bit of confidence. Hello to all the people on TikTok. Thank you very much for joining. Very, very, very lovely to see you all here. There's so many people on here. Doesn't anybody work? Alright, let's get a tissue. Just taking the residue, the most off my fingers, just so I don't smudge it on my drawing. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. I've left it kind of quite light. So I'm not sure why, but my mind has told me just stop there, and so that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to stop there, and I'm going to get back to the ink wherever my pen was. Was it a red one? This one? Doesn't matter. So for those people that have just joined, it's dip brush, a dip pen, and Indian ink. That's all that we have here. I've got this feeling that it should be something crossing my picture, and I'm thinking should I use a brush and just kind of make a stroke there to break the image is starting to get a little bit too grey, and I really want to kind of and that's just giving me this idea to have the gun, you know, the soldier's gun, and that's really quite a powerful image straight across there. And that's just with a brush. I don't know, there's too much ink on it to tell you what exactly the details of that is. Hello for all you that have joined, thank you very much. And I'm just going to bring his hand in there, and his hand is holding the gun, not in an aggressive way, but almost like it's kind of like part of who he is, part of what he's been told. I've never really, the ink is kind of floating a little bit there on the charcoal, which I wasn't quite expecting. I was hoping that it would have been a little bit more similar to just on the paper, but it gives it a nice effect. And I'm just trying to fill this in a little bit on this level, just on this level here. I kind of feel we need some kind of people. Hello to everybody on TikTok. Hello to everybody on YouTube. And I'm just going to try and I just love the idea of those kind of empty eyes of everybody that's there. And the sadness in their faces. And I want to bring that across. For all those people that are new to my drawing, I've just got a very loose style. No kind of. It's just trying to feel a little bit more of what I feel like when I'm drawing these, and that's what I'm trying to capture. And I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you're enjoying the whole experience here with the drawing. We're doing this as a little bit of a live experiment, really, and we're just trying to see how it works on the live, and how many people are interested. I think we had about 800 people last night. I can't see the numbers at the moment, but I think it was about 800 last night, which is just incredible. It is literally incredible. That's lovely. I got a nice feeling with that. I'm still trying to work out in my mind about what's going to happen here in this frontal area. If you have any ideas on TikTok, let me know. If anybody out there wants to give me a suggestion, what is here in front of him? I would love some suggestions. That's part of it, the fun, you know. It's like people are going to be giving you some kind of suggestion of maybe you could do this, maybe it could be this, maybe it could be, and that kind of adds to a lot to the enjoyment here. Kind of just exploring things as they appear and as they happen. bring that in, make that into a gun. And I'm going to put the other hand on the gun. Didn't finish doing that other hand, did I? And that was basically the hand, very kind of relaxed over the top, very unthreatening over the top of the gun. Just trying to give a little bit of a shadow, a little bit of a shading there on the front of his body. So we've just got this little glow, this little highlight in there, and that's looking nice. Looks nice in the camera. Let's see what a message we've got. Oh, we've got so many people following. Thank you for the follows. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. Very, very kind of you. Let's put the butt of the gun in there. What a lovely thing to have people following you as you're drawing. It's just such a beautiful thought. Let's get our trigger in there so we can kind of see that gun. Kind of feel like, I'm not sure if this will work, but I kind of feel like I'm going to just add a little bit of a highlight down it, just to kind of pick that gun up a little bit. And just a little bit of a highlight there. Skulls. Wow. Okay. Somebody has suggested skulls here. Oh my god, that's quite scary. Okay. Skulls. Do I want to do skulls? That's quite dark. Thank you for the suggestion. It's a beautiful suggestion. Thank you very much. It's just a little bit darker than I wanted to go, but maybe I should have thought about a little bit more about what I wanted to achieve with this, but I'm just trying to do it spontaneous, and it's looking beautiful. I'm quite pleased with it. And I you know, as much as I would hate to do it, I think you're actually right. I think it's kind of begging for something that's almost discovered. All right. Well, let's try and let's put the first few in and see what we're thinking. Thank you very much for the follows. Thank you very, very much. Very kind of you. And for all the comments. I'm going to try and start over on this side here. Again, I might touch it up later on with some of the charcoal just to kind of give it a little bit more of a shadowy, like a highlight and shadow a little bit more. That was a beautiful idea. Thank you very much for that. It's, I think it works well. Trying to put some of the teeth on some of the skulls. Man, that's kind of, oh, that is a very, very spooky thought. Thank you very much for all the support and the help and the suggestions. Very kind of you. And I'm just going to fill this area up in that way. The beautiful thing about drawing this way is that you never quite know where the drawing is going to end up. You never quite know how it's going to end and what is the final result. Which is, you know, if you think about it, for when you're doing your artwork and stuff, that's such an incredible feeling to have of kind of coming up with all these direction changes and you know, people suggesting things, and you know, it's just, it's quite incredible. Let's all pray that this war has ended very, very, very soon. For those that have just joined, the drawing today is with Indian ink and some charcoal. We've used some charcoal in this also, and that's really everything there. We've got charcoal and Indian ink is everything that you can see here today. There wasn't any pre-draw for this. We kind of made up a lot of decisions as we went, which was very, very exciting. I think it added a lot to the whole drawing, I think, by not knowing what was going to happen. We did the drawing before, we did the unlovables, which was great fun. And then I had this idea to do something a little bit different, and I come up with this dark, moody sky, and underneath the dark, moody sky became this. As always, it wasn't planned. As always, it just kind of appeared. And that's what we're enjoying that's what we're enjoying. I think everybody's kind of enjoying this kind of fresh way of working and fresh way of thinking. And I really appreciate everybody's time today. I really appreciate people watching through the video and learning as you're going and picking up things. And you know, as you watch the videos, I notice some of you have questions, and you send me through questions. Actually, I had a lot of fun. I did the Q&A the other day with all the questions, and I did a whole thing of a whole stack of questions that you guys had sent in. Oh, it was so good. There were so many funny questions in there. For those that have just joined, my name is Kieron Seamons. I have a lot of stuff on Amazon, and I have a lot of stuff on Etsy, and I have a lot of videos on YouTube. My Etsy shop has actually been going for about 2 years. I really enjoy it. I've got t-shirts and artwork and lots of crazy fun stuff there. Mugs. I love some of my cat mugs. I did the cat mugs were part of the cat series that I did. I did a book series, and that was brilliant. Loved that. Really had great fun doing the cat books and the cat mugs and the cat postcards and the cat prints, the art prints. So there's lots of amazing stuff there that we did with that. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. So if you're interested in any prints or anything like that, pop over and have a look around. And if you see things that I'm drawing that are not on the shop, just send me a message. Just say, I would love that drawing that you did, blah blah blah, whatever it was, and I'll put it on a mug for you, or I'll put it as a print, or whatever you're interested in. So we're just coming up to this final corner now. I'm just going to leave a little section here so I can put my name on it. I think everybody should sign their work. Even if you don't like it, even if you hate it on that day, sign it and seal it. Seal it with your love and your energy. And by you signing it, it kind of makes a commitment to your artwork and a commitment to your thoughts and your thinking, and I think you'll look at it in a few days' time and you'll probably fall in love with it. So put your name on it, sign it off. So we're coming to the end of this, and I have absolutely loved today. Thank you very much for everybody on YouTube and everybody on TikTok that came to watch. Thank you very much. I'm just going to finish off. I'm just going to add a little bit of red maybe to the sky. Almost kind of feel it needs something there. And I'll be back to do some more drawing very soon. If you have enjoyed today, please let me know. Please let me know what you think about today. I'm always very interested in what people thought about the live drawing, and you know, thank you for the dialogue today. Thank you for being part of it. You've made a very special day, so I really appreciate everybody's support, everybody's love today, and just for being there, making it a special morning. Just adding the thought of blood raining down on those poor soldiers. I think that's been a really successful drawing today. and I'm really proud of everybody's contribution, everybody's help and thoughts, and thank you again for your support. Thank you for everybody who's watched. Thank you. Thank you very, very, very much. And I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you will come back and follow me again. And very, very different drawing today. Very, very different mood. Let's just move that so you can see it a little bit clearly. Very, very different mood. But I'm really glad that we went that way and this has come up. So thank you very, very, very much. And I will see you all very quick, very soon. And thanks again. Bye-bye.